Welcome all you Geminis to your full moon in Gemini reading, which is going to be happening on December 18th. Of course, this being in your own sign is going to be a little more magnified for you, but it's also going to be more comfortable for you because, of course, this is your energy. So you are going to have this beautiful energy of embracing the flow of life. And it's kind of like this little shh from the universe, listen more. Talk less, and that's going to allow you to really connect to that double-sided personality of the Gemini, where you're going to be able to see things from a different mindset, see things from a different viewpoint. So you might have been experiencing a lot of chaos and unkind, attitudes about life, maybe lack, something like that. And then you'll see and be able to move into the opposite, like gratitude in those. Because there's this beautiful affirmation that I found around the full moon in Gemini that says, I share kind, loving words with the people in my life. So if you're sharing unkind, unloving words with people in your life, this beautiful energy will help transform that into this more loving and kind aspect. We're going to pull some cards here. I'm going to start off with these Star Codes Astro Oracle. And this is just going to be what the Creator wants you to know overall for the 3-week period around the full moon. So the week before the full moon and the 2 weeks after. So this will be just an overall energy to start off. And we'll pull more cards, of course. All right, so for our Geminis, for the Gemini full moon, what do you want them to know about this 3-week period? Nope. Okay, this is the one right here. And you have the South Node, which is card 33, and it's about the past. So we'll put this over here and let's see what message comes with this for you. So the South Node describes what you bring along from past lives, your skills, your proclivities, your addictions, your weaknesses, your unfinished business, and a physical place within your body where you may hold tension or ancient karmic stories. The lunar nodes are the points on the zodiac where the moon's orbit crosses the ecliptic. When the moon, sun, and earth exactly line up here, a shadow mysteriously covers the sun or moon and creates an eclipse. So the ancients thought a giant creature cast those shadows and referred to the nodes as the head and tail of a dragon. Where the moon descended toward the south is the dragon's tail. So this is the dragon's tail. The action that it brings, this card brings, says this situation has its roots in some past karmic pattern, the origins of which are not clear. You either need to apply skills that you were born with or look again at old patterns and work to heal them. The situation feels hauntingly familiar, but without a story to go with it, echoing traces from another time or life. So whatever's going on right now, coming up to this point, it feels that way. An old love or familiar enemy may return, or the patterns involved could remind you of an earlier difficult chapter. If someone triggers your South Node, you may feel like you owe them or they owe you. And while that may be true, this accounting won't help now. Cleanly deal with what is on the table and stay in the present moment. So learn new ways to respond, new skills that help when old trauma is triggered or old cravings sing their siren song. Break that spell. Use breathing techniques. Investigate dialectical behavior therapy, or do something unexpected just to break those patterns and give you more options here and now. Stay focused on a healthy future of your own making. And the challenge that this energy brings is under stress, you may fall back on familiar defenses and relive what you've always lived. PTSD, flashbacks, and addictive habits or relationships all operate around your South Node. The gift that this card brings, though, is that you can use this opportunity to heal triggers and patterns from the past. Take them as teaching moments and learn. Then your hard-earned skills and wisdom can help you build your future. So yeah, feels like something from the past, or something that feels like it's from the past, even if it feels like otherworldly past life past, you're going to feel just that energy during this 3-week period. But just know everything happens for you and that this is going to help, like it says, build the strength for the future. So we're going to pull some cards here from this Tarot of Dreams and just get some more clarification. And we're going to pull like 3 different sets of cards. The week before the full moon, the week after the full moon, and 2 weeks after the full moon. I know it doesn't sound fun, but it's going to be worth it because this has been bugging you. So it's like having a rock in your shoe and you've been walking on it and you're like, you might be used to the pain, but it's going to be worth it to take the time to take the rock out of the shoe because it'll just make it your journey forward so much more. So what do you want it to know? What do you want our Geminis to know about the week before the full moon? Okay, I feel like it's just these 2 here. And then what about the week after the full moon? Okay. Those 3. And then what about the second week after the full moon? Okay. I feel like that one and that one. And actually these 2 as well. Okay. So the week before the full moon, you've got the Strength card. And this is a beautiful card because this shows you and connects you to your inner strength. This represents the human side of you, our ego, our shadow, the human character we play down here. And this beautiful being here, she represents our higher eternal self, that powerful, supernatural, eternal spirit being made of unconditional love. And the whole story behind this and the beautiful gift that it gives you for this situation is that, you know, this human side of us, it comes down hungry, it comes down thirsty, and it's told, look out here for your fulfillment. It's going to make you at hungry stomach feel full, and it's going to quench your thirst. And we're like, okay, that's what we're told to do. So that's what we do. We go out there, we eat of relationships, whether it's romantic, family, friends, work with our fur babies, our feather babies, whatever it may be, or of situations like jobs and education, things like that, or of the physical world, like our bodies, our possessions, our bank accounts. And so we eat of all that stuff. And it's like American Chinese food. We're hungry an hour later if it filled us at all. Or we drink of it and we're even more thirsty than beforehand. And so this human side of us becomes desperate. It becomes this roaring lion or roaring tiger, in this case in the jungle. And so it's making all this noise. Well, it is veiled from our higher self. That's why it feels so desperate, is because it thinks this is all that there is. But our higher self is always aware of our smaller self. And so it hears us roaring and it comes down to see what's going on, right? And it doesn't come down and try to kill the tiger, put it out of its misery. It doesn't cage it to protect other people from it. It doesn't try to control it and suppress it with a whip and a chair like they do in the circus, because it knows that what this lion or tiger is truly hungry for is the unconditional love of our other realm. And because our higher self is made of the unconditional love of the other side, it's able to give it what it's hungry for. So it hugs it, it loves it, and then our tiger, our human side, transforms from this hungry, angry, roaring beast in the jungle to this purring little cub sitting in the lap of our higher self, feeling loved, feeling whole, complete, not hungry, not thirsty any longer. And then it joins together into this beautiful union together. And so going forward, it doesn't feel this hunger and this thirst. It's not desperate for it anymore. It might see a rabbit and run off after it, get distracted and go, oh, wait, I feel alone and hungry again. Oh, that's right. Let me connect back to my higher self. So this awareness and this connection that happens of that beautiful connection you can have. And what's cool is that 33 has that significant, that's what this means for me. Because like master number 11 is about mastering our ego side, our tiger self. 22 is about us becoming aware that there is two of us and that there's this higher spiritual side of us. And 33 is the joining together of the 11 and 22 walking together in this physical adventure, connected to our spiritual side, walking hand in hand, not feeling like they're conflicting and they need to be at war, but embracing our shadow, embracing who we are. And so this is that beautiful energy that comes in the week before. Ta-da! Yeah, so your brightness, your vulnerability, your movement, this is victory, this is brightness, this is sunshine. So this is definitely this brilliance, this connection that you have. I mean, you're almost to the Judgment card, almost to the end of the major arcana. So you're making this beautiful transformation. And, this sun here represents like our sun sign, which you are Geminis. And this is like representing this awareness of who you really are. You're so much more than just this human ego side. You're so much more. So that brings you into the week after the full moon. Yeah, and you got the World card, which is, like I said, that's what comes after here. That's endings of major cycles and new beginnings. So this full in the middle is your soul. And so with this connection, you're really understanding this journey that you are jumping off into. You're ending the old way of looking at things, the ending of all this stuff that we talked about in the beginning, and ready for this new beginning. Major ending of cycles, major new beginnings. It's not small temporary ones. These are like life ending cycles, new life beginning cycles. So beautiful. King of Swords. Swords are your thoughts, your beliefs, your mentalities, your mindset. So it's perfect that the king is coming in here because he wields the Ace of Swords, which allows you to see these higher truths. And it gives you the ability to cut away the small t truths of the lion. All that stuff you believe, like this is supposed to, needs to, have to, should, all that external expectations and beliefs. He's able to cut those away because he has that power with that Ace of Swords. So you are, and it fits totally with this World card, you're cutting away those things that no longer serve you, those beliefs that kept you feeling small and restricted, like the little lion, the little tiger in the Strength cards. It also, the king, because he's had this entire journey of the mind, with the swords, he understands that it's important to also connect with your heart, which is what connects you to your higher place. So a beautiful, another affirmative message of that. Which brings you to the Three of Wands. And Wands is your drive, your ambition, your passion, your aha inspiration, and your spiritual energy. And with the Three of Wands, this is like change of direction, change of where you're investing your energy. The Two of Wands is like, Ace of Wands is like new inspiration and new drive and new, passion in life. And Two of Wands is about what you do with that and the directions that you create with that. The Three of Wands is like you see sitting at the sea. So like the Two of Wands would be in the middle of a continent and you want to get to the coast because you're going to take a ship to go somewhere. So this is about, you've gotten to the coast, but now you see a new ship and you see a new direction that you want to take with your life. And that makes total sense with this awareness that you're having with this ending of new cycles and all this awareness that you're having, you want to take it in a new direction. And again, you had the sun there, you have the sun here too. So this is about this new direction in the earthly world that you want to do, and really where you want to invest your spiritual energy as well. Which takes us to the second week after the full moon, right before the new moon. And yep, you got the 5 of coins. So beautiful transformation that's happening. 5s are about change. So changing of perspectives, like we talked about with the Gemini energy. Coins are pentacles, which is about your worth in the outside world. And this is about feeling small, feeling abandoned, feeling alone, that no one is helping you or supporting you. And then you realize that here, this stained glass window here represents the creator of the universe. And this transformation happens from you from feeling like you're all alone and abandoned to what there is help. And this is this core value that changes when you realize that it's not humans that are helping you. It's not all this stuff out here, like the lion. That's not the stuff that feeds you. This is like this transformation that happens when you realize that the creator of all things is the source of all things for you, that is the one who brings you everything that you truly need in your life. Nothing that is meant for you will pass you by. And the creator's resources are endless and limitless. It's the people are the shipping company or the third party of how the creator gets the stuff to you. So when you believe that other people are what are supposed to fulfill you and make you feel whole and complete and bring you what you need, yeah, that's scary. That's unstable out there. But when you realize it's the creator that brings it, then you have this whole change of mindset that, oh, okay, I can trust the stableness of a beautiful being of unconditional love that loves me unconditionally. Nothing I can do to earn more of it. I have 100% of it. Nothing I can do to lose it because there's no condition to it. And so because I have this loving connection with the creator, I know that I will have everything brought to me in perfect timing and exactly what I need. So this feeling of lack gets transformed. So like I talked about in the beginning too, that change of mindset becomes one of gratitude instead of one of lack. Yeah. Here's this King of Swords, all these thoughts and beliefs and mentalities and expectations, all these small t truths and all that stuff that we've been taught. It's giving you nightmares. This is called the nightmare card or the insomnia card. All the stress of all those expectations in the outside world, they're falling away. This is the, here you're realizing your power and you begin to cut away things. And here you're just going all in and are ready to have these things. And you're dealing with all this stuff that you feel has this grip on you. I mean, literally this grip on you, this claw, and it's allowing you to let those things go and bring you that freedom. The card after this is usually the 10, is the 10 of Swords. The 9 of Swords, of course, is followed by the 10 of Swords. And they're usually laid on their stomach on a beach with all the 10 swords stuck in their back, which shows that they're ultimately exhausted. 10 is endings and new beginnings. But they're looking away at the sun, and so there's newness. The sun is rising, and so it is a good, omen, a good card that this is you're almost to the point of exhaustion and you're ready to let those things go. So you are making those changes. Yep, and here's the 4 of coins. So along with this 5 of coins, I'm just going to put this right here because this is about, again, the sun popping up here again, this feeling of worth and this feeling, the 4s are very solid. Think of a table with 4 strong legs, makes a very strong table. And so this foundation of your worth is coming out of this experience. And so you will feel like you have enough, you feel whole, you feel complete, and your worth is being reinforced rather than torn down. And then you have the Temperance card, which is beautiful because this up here is your higher self. and this down here is your human self. So this is kind of the same balance and story of what we were talking about with the strength card here. So you are becoming this alchemist, and you're transforming this energy, and you're bringing this and just changing this whole thing about you, which we talked about. The South Node, you have all these beliefs, this stuff from the past that's coming up, either emotionally, physically, like in circumstances or relationships. You're having these repeating patterns that are popping up. But that's what this world is so perfect to have here, because that's the ending of those cycles. And you can even looks like the world card here. It's like, yep, these things that are coming are changing. And so this is, like I said, it's like having a pebble in your shoe, and it's been bugging you, and you got used to it. And so you're just thinking that pain is something that you always have to deal with. But this is coming up for you, and you're being given the ability and the connection to your higher self, and this Ace of Swords to help cut away things, and this alchemist in you, this transformation that's going to be happening, is totally worth it. Rainbows. So I love this message for you, and I don't have anything else to add, so I'm going to leave it there. I want to let you know, in addition to this type of reading, I also do monthly readings by each zodiac sign, weekly energy updates by each of the elements like fire signs, water signs, etc., full moon, new moon readings, and some others throughout the month. So if you don't want to miss out on any of those and get notified immediately when they become available, if you haven't done so already, just click the subscribe button down below, and that's going to make this notification bell pop up. If you click on that, that'll take your notifications, and you can just choose to be notified immediately. And also, if you enjoyed these videos, if you don't mind, if you give me a good thumbs up, that helps the YouTube algorithm share these videos with other people, so we can help spread the love and the messages as well. So if you feel inclined to do so, I would greatly appreciate that. All right. Well, know as you go throughout each and every second of every day that you are unconditionally loved by the Creator of all things, and of course, I love you too. You have an amazing full moon coming up here, and I'm sure I'll be talking to you very soon. But until then, you take care.